Wake up, everybody. It's time for the Little Lady Blue Show. Oh, yeah. Check this out. We got a great show lined up today. Today, we're going to be talking about three important civil rights leaders. Just a little bit information on them, and it's going to be a great show. So, y'all come on. Take a ride with your girl, Little Lady Blue. L's up, everybody.
And this man is known as MLK Jr. And I'm going to give y'all a little information about him. Okay, I got to give y'all a little bit about Martin Luther King Jr., right? Because this man came. Why? I'm going to tell you exactly why he came. Because he got tired of hearing people talk about.
Okay, what you are hearing is 400 years of oppression. That's what you're hearing.
Okay, he got tired of that. So he came and they selected him to represent for and he became one of the greatest civil rights leaders of all time. And let me give you a little information on Mr. Martin Luther King. So if y'all don't know, your kids to come and kids to come, Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Baptist minister, activist, and political philosopher who once was one of the most prominent leaders in the civil rights movement from 1955 until he was assassinated in 1968. That's who you're dealing with. Also. A little bit more information about him. He was born Martin Luther King Jr. January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia. He died April the 4th, 1968. He was assassinated by a gunshot, y'all, in Memphis, Tennessee. His resting place is in Martin Luther King Jr. National Historical Park in Atlanta, you guys. And they have a lot of things going on there. His spouse was Coretta Scott. Children, Yolanda Martin III. Parents, Martin Luther King Sr., Alberta Williams King. Education, Morehouse College. He went to Morehouse College. Occupation, Baptist minister. He was an activist, so he was a minister. And just a little bit more information on Mr. King, Martin Luther King Jr. Y'all. He was so important to the community, and he was so important to the world. I'll tell you how old he was when he died. King executive staff in 1960 is one of the last living witness of King assassination. The Nobel Prize recipient was just 39 years old when he was killed. That's right, y'all. So how did he impact the world? King's leadership contributed to the overall success of the civil rights movement in the mid-1900s and continues to impact civil rights movements in the present. So while King and other leaders generate monuments, strides for equality, the push for civil rights remains a preeminent challenge today. So you guys, it's Martin Luther King, and you know what I want y'all to do? If y'all don't know, do your own research on who Mr. King was. He was a great man in his day and time, and still today, he's a great man. So y'all make some noise for Mr. King.
Okay, what you are hearing is 400 years of oppression. That's what you're hearing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you just saw that about Mr. King. Now, this man right here is John Lewis. And John Lewis was a prominent civil rights leader, most recognized for his role as a founding member and chairman of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, which is known for the SNCC, where he actively participated in the Freedom Rides, the 1963 March on Washington, and the Selma to Montgomery marches. After facing violence and brutality during his activism, he is considered one of the most courageous figures in the civil rights movement. You guys, because he helped establish a lot of the protests and stuff that went down, the sit-in protests and everything like that. This guy was on the front line with Martin Luther King. So you guys, you know what I want y'all to do? I want y'all to make some noise for Mr. John Lewis, the late great John Lewis. That's what I say, because even in the later days, he played a great role in some of our politics not too long ago. But he's passed away, so I will say the late great John Lewis. Y'all make some noise for this freedom fighter, civil rights leader.
Okay? What you are hearing is 400 years of oppression. That's what you hearing.
Y'all make some noise for this lady right here, which is, do y'all know her name? You know her name. Okay, if you don't know her name, I'm going to tell you. Her name is Fannie. They don't want to let me do it. Here I go. Miss Fannie Lou Hamer. Just in case you guys couldn't hear me over the noise. Fannie Lou Hamer, you guys. Wow, this is real important to us, because Miss Fannie Lou Hamer Townsend, October the 6th, 1917, March 14, 1977. I'm going to be real quick with this. Was an American voting and women's rights activist, community organizer, and the leader of the civil rights movement. She was the vice chair. Of the Freedom Democratic Party, which she represented at the 1964 Democratic National Convention. And let me just say this last but not least. She was also a founder of the National Women's Political Caucus and an organization. If you don't know what it is, an organization created to recruit, train, and support women of all races who sought election to government office. So that's how important this lady right here was, you guys, of all races. So once again, if y'all don't know, now you know who these people are. These beautiful, or was, and we still keep the legacy alive, are today. These beautiful civil rights leaders that was on the front line then, and we live by a lot of things that they say and do now. So y'all make some noise for them.